Officer killed and taken in the line of duty, and after seeing it firsthand, I can tell you that it was an absolutely amazing and awe-inspiring sight. But folks, take a look at this video that I shot and fed back a short time ago and see for yourself. Hundreds and hundreds of police cars escorted Joshua Eyer from the examiner's office to the funeral home along Freedom Drive. It was a slow and somber procession, a way for the department to commemorate his life of that fellow officer, a family man, and a hero. The caravan came down the Brookshire Freeway onto I-85. Many people I noticed along the route stopped off the shoulder of the roadways to show their appreciation, not only to Eyer himself, but those escorting him on his final call. It ended at Forest Lawn West Funeral Home, where he was brought. Many of his colleagues waiting until Eyer was taken inside before actually leaving. Now, we just got the details of the funeral from the police department. Services will be held Friday morning at 10 o'clock at the First Baptist Church on North Davidson Street. But that's certainly not the only honor this officer is going to be having tonight. Later on at about 6 o'clock, there's going to be a candlelight vigil for Officer Eyer at the AME Zion Church downtown. We will certainly be there and bring you the very latest details as it becomes available. John, back to you.